I'm trying something different. I've always wanted to have a go at art journaling, so this is my budget version of it. I hope you can get some ideas about some journaling that you could do, and don't be hemmed in by not having the equipment. Just use what you've got and use your imagination. It's supposed to be fun, and it's not supposed to be too expensive. As I said, I just used what I already had, and if I didn't have the shapes, I drew them, and if I didn't have the stamps, I just drew them in too. I bought a cheap book that had thin pages, so I glued 3 pages together. On a piece of card, I drew some shapes of mugs and cups. These are my templates, as I don't have many stamps at the moment, and I cut these out on stiff card and selected some old scrap paper to trace them out on. I know in a lot of the other videos people have pre-cut out things and they have stamps and all these lovely things. Well, I don't have them and I don't want to spend a lot of money, and I can draw. So I thought I will just draw. It takes longer because you've got to draw and you've got to cut out all the templates, but other than that, it's fine. I started out on the wrong side as I wanted the handles going the other way, so I had to flip it over. I thought this plaid pattern would be a good background. It's not too busy and it's the colours I was sort of looking at. This glue stick that I got, luckily it fades to clear, because when I started using it and it was coming out purple, I got a bit of a shock. I later, on a couple of projects, I replaced it with a better glue stick because it didn't glue very well. It was just a cheap one from Aldi. I drew and coloured decorations onto the cups. Later on, if I get some stamps, I might use them, but I don't have many at the moment. I used watercolour pencils to shade in and give it a bit of depth around the edges, and then used a wet paintbrush to wash it in, make it look a little bit 3D and give it a bit of an edge. A few stamps that I do have, I used them on the cards and painted them. I had a look at all the ones, and really only the label and the clock were anything that I thought that I could use with this design. Other videos built up textures and colours, so I used some acrylic paint and I tried to stencil some onto the paper with this metal shape that I had, but it was too wet. It didn't work. Perhaps with paint and just stamping it will work better, but I wasn't really satisfied with it. When it got to the stage of after gluing everything in place, I went to use white pen to highlight areas, but my white pen was quite old, so I don't feel it was great. I did later buy a couple of new ones. It's probably just too old. I decided I need some more fill in some of the places, so I drew some flowers and leaves. And I coloured them in with my markers. This is all stuff that I had around the house from other things. In at the local cheap craft shop, I bought some of the cheap version of the washi tape. It's not as sticky, and there's not a lot of variety in it, but I thought for me starting off on the cheap it would do. So I just put some random pieces here, there and everywhere, and these ones that I chose fitted the colours of what I was looking at the time, so I figured it would fit in okay. I was never really sure how this would work out, or if indeed it would work out, but I'm kind of happy with it for my first attempt. It's art journaling on a budget. You can't expect brilliant stuff first time, so I'm pretty happy with it. Overall, I really enjoyed it, and as you see at the end, I have a little glimpse of the next project, and it was totally different colours. I've actually done a few of these projects now, so you'll get to see what I've done, and hopefully I'll improve as I go along. So I hope you really enjoy it. Click thumbs up and please subscribe, and if there's anything that you think I could try, as I said, I'm only learning how to do this, but if you think there's something I could do that would make it look better, or some different ideas or some themes, even colours or themes, just put them in the comments below and I'd love to try them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget thumbs up and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye.